Hello, I am Asma, roll number 47. This is assignment 1, programming problem PC. Skip gram with negative sampling. First, I load the training corpus, tokenize it, convert the words to lowercase, and build the vocabulary using a maximum frequency cutoff. Each word is mapped to an integer index so that it can be used during training. To reduce the effect of very frequent words, I implement the standard word 2-way subsampling probability. For negative sampling, I construct the unigram distribution raised to the power 3/4 and normalize it to obtain the sampling probabilities. For each center word, I randomly shrink the context window between 1 and the maximum window size. This creates the dynamic window required by the problem. For each positive center context pair, I sample the required number of negative words. The objective maximizes the word probability of the positive pair and minimizes the probability of negative pairs. I verify the analytical gradient using a finite difference numerical gradient. The maximum relative error is which is below the required, so the gradient check passes. During training, I use a linearly decaying learning rate. The program reports the training loss and training time for each approach. For the final experiment, the assignment requires at least 10 million tokens, embedding dimensions between 100 and 300 and 5 negative samples experiment. I then study the effect of the number of negative sampling using 2, 5, 10 and 20 negative samples. For each setting, I compare the training time, final loss and nearest neighbor quality. I evaluate the learned word vectors using cosine similarity and print the nearest neighbors for selected query words. Finally, I train a Jensen word-to-vec model using the same corpus and hyperparameters and compare both training time and nearest neighbor agreement. Therefore, I implemented